Hi, Big Tractor Power fans. I'm at the 2024 National Farm Machinery Show in Louisville, Kentucky, and I'm here with Leo from Case IH to talk about the new AF11 Combine. This is the star attraction of the show. Really big harvester. Leo, what can you tell us about this new machine from Case IH?
Well, where do I start, right? From header to spreader, all new ground up redesign. The AF11 series delivers on capacity, technology, and runtime. Let's start up with the front of the combine. So coupled here, and if your viewers could see, you'll see some clips of it, the C516 corn head. All new ground up redesign, largest auger in the industry to get that crop material to the feeder house. We start with the feeder house. Feeder house is all redesigned as well. So we can bring a larger, thicker crop mat into that feeder and use a synchronized feed system to feed our dual rotors. So dual rotor technology gets this additional separation, but then as we get to the cleaning system, a new Crossflow Plus cleaning system, active and dynamic, so allows us to really look at that crop mat in a different light. So actually using 4 sieves to actually clean, and then now we use dual augers to convey that clean grain to the clean grain elevator. So we have the digital image camera that we have with Harvest Command. So now from the cab, the technology piece is I can actually see an image of that clean grain. So I can see cracks, brokens, and foreign material. So I can just confirm what Harvest Command is doing. Then we get up to the top, 567 bushel grain tank capacity, largest in the industry. And we take a look at, we're going to unload that grain tank at 6 bushel per second. So over, just under 100 seconds, we're capable of, offloading that grain tank. But it's all about that power. How do we get that through? We use a whole new redesigned power system. We have an inline engine and PTO gearbox, so everything's in line. So 775 horsepower available for harvesting and ground drive. So when you look at the ground drive of the unit, whether it be wheels or tracks, pretty much we're set for any condition, any location, any crop type.
Very impressive. And now it has a new threshing system as well that's a little bit different than the original Axial-Flow. It has a lot more capability and throughput.
So our history and heritage are AFX rotor, so we took elements out of our history and heritage. So the AFX rotor, we call it AFX-L2. So the rotors are longer, so that's what the L stands for. So AFX, longer L, and then now we have 2 AFX rotors. So we use that crop-on-crop threshing to allow us to get the grain quality and also the grain savings, because we have that additional separation area that now we can get whatever kernels are caught in that crop mat, get that out down to the cleaning system.
And also with this larger amount of crops coming in from 40-foot corn heads, 50-foot draper heads, what type of residue management system is on the combine?
Oh, that's a great one, because it's preparing for next season. So what we have, a new feature on this machine, on the AF11, is called radar spread automation. So what do we use radar spread automation to do? Physically, in the past, you'd have to maybe adjust your spread width depending upon crop or condition, and you'd have to manually do that, or adjust it by wind. Well, today now we use radar spread automation. So we're using radar technology to actually sense where that crop is being spread. So if we think about going through the field, you're going to have maybe residue that's coming through the machine that's maybe a thicker crop mat, a lighter crop mat. Well, that's coming out the back of the combine, could be thicker or lighter. So now we can automatically adjust by sensing that radar to actually spread further or narrower depending upon that crop mat. So we're setting ourselves up for success for next year's crop already, because we want a nice uniform thickness of residue, so we have that warm-up period in the springtime.
And this is a brand new combine just being debuted at the show. When will we start seeing it arriving at Case IH dealers, or when can customers begin to order it?
That's a great question. First public showing here is at National Farm Machinery Show. We'll also be at Commodity Classic. So if some of the personnel want to come and see a Commodity Classic, we'll have limited units running through this harvest, so 2024. And this summer we'll be able to have a customer walk into a dealership and be able to actually look at placing an order for next season, 2025.
So in addition to a really cool 1/1 scale combine here, there's also a nice 1/16 model made out of wood here, complete with the C15 16C corn head. What can you tell us about that?
Oh yeah, so we worked with Wooden Wheels, Aaron Zenner, and you can see this is an awesome project that we're working with, is to try to convey what the power capacity of this machine is and really get it into a wood model. So maybe a little bit more background on this. It took them over 71 hours to actually, put this together. You look at the detail centered around it, actually about 7 different species of wood that are used here. Over 701 parts assembled here for this wood machine. So for our marketing team, we thought, wow, what a great centerpiece to have on display, and the amount of detail that's in it. And we'll use this through our winter show circuits as well as summer, and we're probably looking at auctioning this off, whether it be U.S. Custom Harvesters, FFA. So look for Case IH. You'll see more details coming out in the future.
Oh, that'll be exciting. Aaron does great work, and that's a nice representation of the Combine. Well, Leo, I appreciate your time, and I imagine as people want to learn more about the AF11 and other harvesting equipment, caseih.com is their best resource.
Yeah, right now if you go to our homepage, you'll see AF11 there, and then there's additional information on everything that we just talked about, and feel free to gather more information there.
Thank you very much.
You bet.